All right, welcome everyone. Today, we're going to crack the code on one of the most powerful tools in SQL, joins. And we're not going to just talk theory. Oh no. We are going to solve a real-world business problem step by step to show you exactly how these things work and why they are so darn essential.
All right, let's get right into it. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, starts with a classic request from the boss. Seems simple enough, right? But as you're about to find out, the devil is always in the details.
First up, let's take a look at the data we're working with. This is our employees table. You've got names and you've got their department ID. Now, I want you to pay close attention to our new guy, Williams, down at the bottom. See how his dept_ID is null? In SQL, that just means the value is empty or unknown. He's new, hasn't been assigned yet. And trust me, that little detail, it's going to be super important in a minute.
And here's the other piece of the puzzle, the departments table. It's super simple. It just links that dept ID to the actual department name. Now, take a look at the marketing department. It's a brand new team, so right now it has 0 employees assigned to it.
So, to get that list for the boss, our first instinct, and honestly, most people's first attempt, is to reach for the workhorse of SQL, the inner join.
Okay, let's actually build this query together. I'm going to read it out loud just like you'd type it. We start with select star from employees. Simple enough, right? That just means, hey database, grab every column from the employees table. Next up, inner join departments. This is our command to connect it with the departments table. And now for the most important part, the rule. On employees department ID equals departments department ID. This line is basically the bouncer at a club. It says only connect a row from employees to a row from departments if their department IDs are a perfect match. Let's see what happens.
We run the query, and here's what we get back. At first glance, it looks pretty good, right? We've got names, we've got departments, but hang on a second. Something's not quite right here. Exactly. The list is missing someone. Williams has completely vanished from our result. This means our job isn't done, and this list is definitely not what the boss asked for. And this is the absolute key to understanding an inner join. It's a perfectionist. It will only show you rows that have a perfect match in both tables. Since Williams had that null department ID, he couldn't find a matching ID in the department's table. The inner join saw that, and its rule is simple. No match, you're out. And just like that, he was removed from our results. Let's circle back to the original request. The boss wanted a list of every single employee, even the ones who are still waiting for their desk assignment. Our inner join clearly failed that test. We need a different tool for the job. So, how do we fix this? You're not going to believe how easy it is. We're going to use almost the exact same query as before, but we're just going to change one single word. Instead of inner join, we're going to write left join. Let's see what kind of a massive difference that one little change makes. And there we have it. Look at that. Williams is back on the list. His department name shows up as null, which is perfect. It accurately tells us he's an employee, he just hasn't been assigned a department yet. We've cracked the first part of the problem. This is what makes a left join so incredibly useful. The left table is simply the first one you mention in your query. For us, it was employees. A left join basically promises I will keep every single row from that first table no matter what. Then I'll try my best to find a match in the second table. If I find one, great. If I don't, no problem. I'll just put null in those columns. Okay, we've got our unassigned employees covered. But let's take this a step further. Remember that empty marketing department from the beginning? What if the boss comes back and says, now I need a master list showing me all the employees and all the departments, even if they don't match up? How would we even do that? For this kind of request, we need the most inclusive join of them all. When you want the complete picture from both sides, hiding absolutely nothing, you use the full outer join. And here it is. Check it out. We can now see our unassigned employee Williams with a null department. And we can also see our empty department marketing with a null employee name. This one query shows us everything, and it perfectly highlights where all the mismatches are.
So, to wrap this all up, let's put everything we learned into a simple guide. Think of this as your go-to toolkit for choosing the right join for any task you've got.
You know, choosing the right join really just comes down to answering one of 3 simple questions before you even start coding. Just ask yourself, what is my goal? Is it goal number 1? Do I need only the perfect matches? Goal 2? Do I need to keep all the items from my first table? Or goal 3, do I need to see the whole shebang?
absolutely everything from both tables, mismatches and all.
And here are the commands that map directly to those goals. This is your toolkit. If you only want perfect matches, you use inner join. If you absolutely have to keep everything from your first table, you use left join. And if you need that complete picture of both tables, including all the gaps, you use a full outer join.
So with just these 3 commands, you're not just looking at separate tables anymore. You're connecting them to find the stories that were hidden in the data all along. You can now answer really critical questions like, which of our products have never been sold? Or which customers haven't placed an order in the last year? Or, hey, which new departments urgently need some new hires? The possibilities are endless. So what business mystery are you going to solve first?